Hello family, hello friends, it's Emily
I'm Clark.
on Sailing Vessel Temptress.
Today is January 31st, 2018. We've been sailing for a month now exactly. We've done 280 miles since we left Tampa Bay, and we're in
Key West, Florida, which isn't as far as we thought we would be by now because of the weather. But we're here in Key West. The weather is cold, and it's windy, and it's wavy, and we're kind of stuck in the boat for a while. But that's where we are. It's Key West. Over the past month, we went from Tampa to the area around the Manatee River, down to Marco Island, and now here to Key West. Our budget was $1,000 a month when we left, and we've spent just over that this month for a couple of reasons. Number one, we have American groceries, and we won't have groceries like this until we get back to the United States once we leave, so we've been stocking up on groceries. And then we've also had several boat projects that we've been working on that have required some deliveries, that we get packages delivered to the West Marine here in Key West. Tell us about all those repairs, Clark.
all those repairs. Well, we haven't used Temptress since our last cruise in 2016. We made a list of what wasn't working, and we fixed all that, but we didn't take Temptress out on day sails very much. We had a busy life on land. So things on boats just stopped working, and without a shakedown cruise, the cruise became our shakedown cruise. So what did we do? Well, Temptress has a diesel furnace, a stove that burns diesel that will heat the boat, and I haven't used that since Seattle. Well, we needed to use it. It was so cold. We also found, sadly, that our hot water heater wasn't working, but we've replaced that. I put in bilge pumps, washdown pumps. We put in a new antenna for a linear amplifier that helps us get cell phone further out.
And internet for work.
New solar panel regulators, and changed how the solar panels are a bit. New inverter, lights, fans, and the dinghy hadn't been run in quite a while, so I had to clean the carburetor and do some maintenance on the fuel lines. And then the dinghy itself needed a new zinc and a few little things.
So Clark's been really busy.
Yeah.
And while Clark is working on the boat, I'm working on making money with my clients in Orlando, doing some design work, public relations, marketing, those sorts of things. And then other than that, we're playing a lot of tabletop games and watching movies and playing music, and it's kind of like camping. We find things to do. And we made some new friends this month, too.
Yep, we're in Key West, and we're stuck here because of the weather, but we're not the only ones. So we've been hanging out with people on Sailing Vessel Longer Days, Chad and Leanne. They have a boat very close to us. So anyway, we've gone into town with them once and had dinner on their boat, I think. Yep.
What is the worst thing about this month? Worst thing and best thing?
Well, the worst thing so far on this cruise has been the weather. This is just the coldest, windiest Florida winter that I remember. I really hope it stops this. It's made us hang out in places we really don't care to hang out in. We'd love to be in Bahamas where the weather is just, the water at least is absolutely beautiful. But it's no better there than it is here. So the protection's better here, so we've been dragging our feet and doing other things. What about you?
Yeah,
What's the
I
worst
think
part?
probably the weather, the cold before we had the diesel stove working, and then just like right now we're rocking quite a bit more than we normally would, and just kind of holding yourself in bed at night when you sleep is not really pleasant. So probably the worst thing was the weather.
We went into town Monday night and we came back. The wind had come from the direction that's not protected in this harbor. The current was against the wind, and everything was just bouncing. Boats were breaking free of their anchor. It was a rough night.
And we got soaked.
Oh, we got soaked.
One thing about living on a boat is you don't have a car. Your dinghy's your car, and when it's raining, you just get wet when you drive. So we had to rearrange some plans with friends and different things like that, just based on the weather.
Yeah.
The best thing about the past month has probably been access to these groceries. We've been eating a lot of fresh, really good food, cooking 3 meals a day normally, and just eating good things with fresh produce and fresh meats. And
there's a couple places on the coast here, Marco Island and Key West, where we can take our dinghy right to the grocery store. Bring the groceries in the shopping cart right to the dinghy. It's just so easy. Very often it involves cabs or backpacks and hiking through towns. So life is easy when you have access to that.
We've actually bought probably too much food. I have a meal plan every week where I'm writing down everything that's about to go bad so that we eat it before it goes bad. So yeah, I think groceries is a...
Yeah, we're actually having trouble closing the lid of the refrigerator.
It's a good problem to have.
It's a very first world problem.
And another good thing from this month is Clark braided all of my hair. Before the trip I was going to cut my hair really short, but I decided not to. I wanted to keep my length for a while, and so he's braided it all up, and it takes much less time to wash it, and when we're sailing it's great because it's not getting tangled and it's not getting in my eyes, and I highly recommend it for anybody who's sailing with long hair to do that.
Yeah, she's very much happier when she has her braids in.
Yeah, it's just so much easier.
I like just getting out here and living this life. When I live on land, I don't know what the term would be, complacent. It's always stressful when I get back into sailing. I've done this for 20,000 ocean miles, so I definitely know what I like and what I don't. When I first start sailing, I don't like sailing. It's just so much to think about and so much to be concerned about. But falling into that lifestyle is starting to feel good now.
We kind of established a new baseline of adrenaline and alertness that even when you're sleeping, that you have to kind of pay attention to what's happening. Is the anchor dragging? What's the weather doing? So getting back into that groove of just living that sailing life it's important.
After here, we're going to move on to the Bahamas. Hopefully next week the fronts look like they might be over for at least a bit. So I hop up the Keys. I have a few places I like to stop in, and then take off, do an overnight to a place called Gun Key. It's very beautiful there, and then just spend a night or so there and go to Bimini and get all legal and checked in. And I'm sure we'll send you videos from there, because as soon as you get on the Bahama Banks, the water is clear and you can see the bottom everywhere. It's there'll be rays playing around at our feet. It's just becomes magical to cross that Gulf Stream.
It'll be warmer and it'll be prettier, and we'll probably be a lot happier. So thanks for watching. Leave comments if you're on YouTube, or share if you're on Facebook, and we'll talk to you again soon. svtemptress.com and Clark and Emily's Tiny Adventure. Bye guys.